We're looking forward to that. Meanwhile, on here on BBC Three, we're very much looking forward to some football. Alongside me, Martin Keown, who's just getting himself sorted, and Robbie Savage. You completely put me off there by going, you're good, you're good.
It was a run from the velodrome, mate. You recovered really well.
Did you see all the way down there through the crowds? It was quite something, wasn't it?
And you signed every autograph.
Yeah, and when I got here, you looked dejected. You obviously saw Di Green there struggling in the 400 hurdles.
He's out. Bad news.
What a shame. It was only a couple of days ago we were discussing whether he'd sing the national anthem on the top step of the podium, which is a real shame. But Martin, your first appearance up here during these Olympics, I know that you haven't been with us, but you have been on the Olympic Park. You must have been to almost every venue.
I have. I've been virtually everywhere. The swimming, the velodrome is the one for me at the moment. Great atmosphere in there. The rowing this morning was probably the best hours TV that I've ever seen. The emotion of those guys, the focus, determination. And they all spoke so well afterwards. Incredible, all that effort that they put into their training. A lot more respect now for the rowers and what they have to go through. Incredible.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because we've got a Great Britain squad here who've reached the quarter-final of what is a major tournament, yet it's almost gone under the radar because so many other things are happening. Whereas, you know, normally if Great Britain, England, Wales, Scotland, if any of them make the quarters of a major tournament, it's the front and the back pages of every newspaper. But football's almost had to take second billing at this tournament.
Yeah, and maybe that's helping them. And, you know, if you're a footballer this morning, you couldn't help but be inspired by what you're watching there. You know, I remember Redgraves when they were winning those golds, getting up in the early hours of the morning to watch it the night before a game and being inspired by that. It's incredible to see it. I think it's a knock-on effect, and the GB team now can concentrate on what their game this evening. There's no fear for them, and they might just get a medal, who knows?
And it's interesting, we heard from Jack Butland actually during our build-up to their final group game against Uruguay, and he actually said, you know, we're really starting to understand what the Olympics is all about, and they will not want to fall at the same hurdle as the women.
Yeah, the women last night, I thought they, you know, were poor, you know, kind of with a better team, but they want to go out, you know, they've got a good chance of getting, a great chance of getting a medal.
OK, well, they're taking on Korea. Let's have a look at the lineup. And Robbie, I'm afraid to say, the bad news for Wales continues. Ryan Giggs on the bench once more. Can you understand the thinking there from Stuart Pearce? Well,
The performance in the last game, you know, wasn't great. I thought the midfield triangle of Allen, you know, cleverly, you know, done OK in Ramsey. I didn't think they set the world on fire, but not to include Ryan Giggs, is he still carrying a slight knock? But with his experience, you know, what is the situation? Garth Crooks will probably have a better, you know, better view. OK, well, you mentioned Joe Allen there. Let's hear from the man himself.
You know, you look at it and you wonder, he's almost gone unnoticed, hasn't he? And now this GB thing is really bringing him to the attention of his former manager, looking like he wants to re-sign him at Liverpool. I'm impressed with him. I like the way that he passes the ball. He plays that sort of deeper role, almost Stuart Pearce is trying to copy the Italian.